Hi, welcome. I am your today's teacher. Today, we're gonna learn about some little things about communication breakdown. Do you know what is communication breakdown? If you don't know what is communication breakdown, well, communication breakdown is a lack of communication or a failure of exchanging information. So now, let me show you an example of a communication breakdown or a scene that depicts a communication breakdown. Come on! I am Joros de los Santos, grade 11 Humes Evans, 16 years of age, and I lived in Canson Subdivision, Barangay 2 Poblacion, La Carlota City. And I'm currently studying at Doña Hortensia Salas Benedicto National High School, Senior High. And fun fact about me is that was an example of a communication breakdown. Do you know why there's a communication breakdown? Communication breakdown occurs when there's a barrier to a communication. And do you know what was the barrier in the given example? If you know, then very good. But if you don't know what was the barrier in the given example, then it was the loud sound of a karaoke or the loud sound of a music, or it is what we call the physical barrier. Physical barrier defines as the natural or environmental conditions that act as the barrier in a communication. So now, let me give you another example. Let's see. Hi, good day. I'm Win Mitawin, and I lived in. There you go. Do you know what was the communication barrier? Yes, the communication barrier in the given example was the shyness of the student or the lack of the confidence of the student, or it is what we call the psychological barriers, or also called as the mental barriers, refers to a social issue of the speaker towards communicating with others. So now, let me give you another example of a communication breakdown. Let's watch this. According to the Bible, God created man by his own image because he is supreme. No, sir, because we have a thing called a scientific explanation on how human evolved from. No, because it is stated in the Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, that so God created. That's hilarious, sir, because we have a scientific evidence that shows that the physical structures of our. There you go again. Do you know what was the communication barrier? Yes, it is the different belief of each speaker, or it is what we call the cultural barrier. Cultural barrier pertains to a communication problem encountered by people of different or distinct values and beliefs. So now, let me give you our last example of a communication breakdown. Let's watch this. Mr. and Mrs. Ramos, the medical condition of our patient is benign and non-invasive, and the membrane just needs an anti-inflammatory. That was our last example. Do you know what was the communication barrier? Yes, the, it was the different kind of words used by the doctors, or it is what we call the linguistic barrier. Linguistic barrier pertains to a communication conflicts regard to a language or word meaning. That was for today. I hope that you've learned something new. Again, this is Choros de los Santos, Grade 11 Humes Evans. Thank you for watching.